based on various criteria. You've touched on in conversation value as being an important criteria. So value, yeah, one of them. Yeah, you've touched on feeling and interest. Feeling and interest and capabilities and behaviour as being another one. Yet ultimately, what would constitute as the relationship that you'd like to be in? And the same applies for every level. What exactly? Okay, if we were to choose career as a criteria, what would be your perfect career? How would you classify? What would be an ideal career? What would you put down as being your ideal career?
You'd all share the same work ethos.
Well, as a separate criteria for you professionally in a career, what would you like to do? What would you like to do? What would get you up in the morning with a spring in your step, thinking, great, I'm on my way to work, fantastic, I'm buzzing.
Be your own boss and do something that you really enjoy. Really enjoy.
Okay. Anybody else?
For me, it's inspiring people.
Inspiring people. Okay.
Earning enough money.
Okay. Financial. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All these things are right, definitely. So enjoy, inspiring, and money. Yeah. On a broader level. At what point are we able to classify where we are? We can enjoy certain aspects of our work. We can inspire people for a proportion of the day. We can earn a certain amount of money. When does it stop? Okay, so we can go from enjoying to singing in front of an audience of 10 people and inspiring 10 people and earning enough money to buy ourselves some lunch, to the point that we could be entertaining 100,000 people and inspiring all those people and making more money than we could care to mention to buy, a villa in Malibu and wherever else. At what point do we stop? At what point do you draw the line? Is there a level you draw the line? Well,
yeah, I think that, because you know what you were saying about thinking about how important things are to you on that scale. Your career might be, say, 7.
Yes.
And so you probably have an idea of where the line would be, because for me, my career, brilliant, but I also I think it's really important to have a work-life balance. So I know that if my job got too much to stop me doing the other things I wanted to do, that would be the line to draw.
Yeah, and which is fair enough. Yet we go to the career-wise, and if we adapt these different components and we put them in a structure in terms of how we can pursue getting to where we want to get to, what career? What career would give you that? So all the things that are important to you in a career, what career would give you that? How many hours would you be working within that career? What would you be doing throughout the day? Any ideas? Has anyone got anything that they'd like to do career-wise in their careers? Has anyone got anything that they'd like to aspire to get to career-wise that would bring them that sense of purpose? And you have?
Yeah, I'd like to be a career coach.
You'd like to be a career coach, okay. And as this career coach, what would you be doing?
Oh, all kinds of fun stuff. I would probably get up in the morning and check my emails, and then maybe see a client and help them loads, and then maybe go and do a little training course in university in the afternoon, and meet loads of fun people, maybe go for a meeting with someone and design something really cool together, and then come home and check my emails and then go meet some friends and go out for wine. It'd be really good.
Okay, wonderful.
So I've thought about it quite a lot.
Okay. No, fantastic, okay, fantastic. Okay. And I'm going to ask you one or two. Now, I'm going to you volunteered yourself.
That's my career now.
Okay. Now we're going to look at that for a little bit, okay? And let's hang in there for now, because this is all going to become relevant as we go along. And one, you're going to have the power to take control of your own life, and also to help people take control of theirs. Esme, you've got the client who comes back. You've been doing this job for 10 years now. Okay, you've got this program on TV. What's that program called again? The Fairy Job Mother, the Fairy Career Mother on TV. Fantastic. And someone phones you up in a few years down the line and says, "Mate, because of you, I've got this fantastic job. My life is different. I feel great. Fantastic. I'm happy. I I've never been happier. How do you feel?
I'd love that.
Okay,
Amazing.
you love that, okay. And what if in say 5 years time someone phones and says, Esme, I took your flippant advice and my life has been rubbish ever since. You told me to take that job.
I think I would invite them in and have a chat with them and find out kind of what they did with the advice and see where they went wrong.
How would it make
no, obviously I would have to do some serious self-reflection.
How would it make you feel?
It would make me feel awful, but I'd also kind of think, well, was it just me? Was it something they did as well? No, I wouldn't completely go under.
Okay,
I would
sure.
probably look over my nose and see what I said to them.
You'd probably try and blame it on me. Yeah, it on me.
But no, I mean, it would make me feel pretty bad. So.
Okay, it would make you feel bad. You'd be conscious about that. And would that affect other areas of your life? Would you be able to isolate that into your career?
That's a really good question. I think realistically, it probably, it's the kind of thing that could quite easily affect a relationship that you're in. It depends how much you go on the spiral. It depends what you do with that feeling, doesn't it? Because you could get some bad feedback, and it could make you doubt everything you've ever done.
Yeah.
But that's pretty unfair. You could get some bad feedback, and it could make you reflect on your own practice and decide, okay, well, what did I say to them? What perhaps should I have said? What could I have done differently?
Yeah.
And actually grow from that. And you can choose whether you're going to spiral down, let it affect your relationships, go on a big thing of low self-esteem, or you can choose whether you're going to deal with it and actually say, right, okay, well, this happened, mistakes happen, or I should have done this instead, and not let it affect other things. So you have a choice.
Okay, great feedback. Now then, are we doing what we do because of the feeling it gives to us? Are we in that relationship because it gives us the feel-good factor? Are we in this situation because it's fueling a need in us? Okay, can we identify the way we live our life in each criteria as being a way that is fueling a need with our own persona? And if that happens, and there's a value that's violated in that area, it's going to have a knock-on effect in every other area. Or, on the other side of things, have we identified a path that we feel we can contribute, we can grow, we can help develop? Yeah, of course. There's going to be times where you get good points, good feedback, negative feedback, and we handle it in various different ways. And the key is, what's the best way to receive in anything that we do? What's the best way to receive?
Yes.
Do we get what we give?
Not always.
Maybe not always. Not always. Okay. Do we get what we give?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
We did the work eventually.
Okay.
Somewhere or another.
Possibly. Now, if we go back to that value, so what would you say the best way of getting love?
To give love.
Is to give love. Because if we go back to that the unconditional argument where I can't control anybody's thoughts and feelings about me, okay? The only thing I can do is adapt my behaviour in different situations and obviously be who I am to variable people throughout the day. What I can do is control my thought process, okay? And I think that to be, and someone once asked me, what makes a successful coach or on any level is to be able to have and give as much as yourself as you can away to the people that you're with. And I think that pretty much applies to that, to every other area. And what is the danger in doing that? What's the danger in giving love?
You won't get it back.
Well, possibly you might
you
not.
Can give, so you can give too much of yourself.
Okay, possibly you could do, and I guess the danger is there's no guarantees you're going to get anything back. But you're giving. You're out there. You're giving that value. Okay, which is important. So if we isolate each category, which is in our lives, family, health, relationship, career, security, one of the best ways for us to get to where we want to get to is identify exactly what it is that we want, because then who's accountable? We're accountable. We're responsible. Okay, so you can see why a lot of people choose the easy way out and think, well, I'm not so sure. I'll sort of like duck under the covers on that one there. Because if you don't get to where you want to get to, if you're not happy, if you're not confident, it was because the teacher back at school, it was because your parents, it was because the guy down the street. No, it's because of you. You're accountable. Okay, but when you're accountable, one of two things happen. You've got a responsibility there. The ball's in your court, and how you play it back is up to you. So by identifying exactly what you want in your life, you become accountable to get to where you want to get to. Okay, so the key is, with the breakthrough session, and a bit of thought provocation, we actually launch full into this breakthrough session on the next weekend, is for you, okay, because I really believe self-application is the most powerful way to be able to learn how to apply it as a model to other people, is decide exactly what it is that you want in these various areas, okay? And if we decided what let's take an example, okay? If we took career as an example, okay, I would like, as a career, to be a coach who works in a variety of different areas, and you're able to sort of come up with a figure financially, which is sustainable to you, and also the sort of people that you'll be working with and helping, and really specifically deciding where you'd like to be ultimately on your journey, okay? And you can specifically, even to the point that you could, in your own mind, decide on the people you'd like to work with, the organisations, the group of people you'd like to be working with, and then you can decide as an ultimate level, that would be, say, a 9 or a 10, okay? And then you could say, okay, well, where am I now on the basis of getting there? Okay, and you can write down where you are, and by cross-referencing the two, you can decide, well, I could be a 5, I could be a 6, I could be whatever, I could be there. Okay, I could be there. You could be a 7, and if you are 7, well, what do you need to do for it to be a 9 or a 10? You're back in control, you're in the driver's seat. Okay, the same applies for security in life. Well, where are you where that is concerned? Okay, and what exactly constitutes as being secure? If you're that desperate for security, then you could go to prison. You get all the security you want. You could do, but then you'd have to sacrifice your freedom and other values that are important, and maybe do something that you don't really want to do. Okay.
Jimmy, have you come across prosperity maps?
Who's that? Sorry.
Prosperity maps. Charles.
Prosperity.
There's a lady that's a master practitioner.
Sure.
I spoke to, well, work with her. She came across this. She explored this prosperity map, and it was just exactly what you put there. You know, with the health, the family, the relationships, the career, and all I've done is when I set my company, I work out a loft. And I've got these flip charts up. Yes. I've got a circle in the middle, and then I've split it to 4. So I've got health, I've got work, I've got family, career, and I've put, going off there, what I want as a target.
Yeah.
For getting where I want to get to.
Yes.
And I suppose this is so I've done that, and that's what I mean now, and it's really how fast it's working, because it's probably telling my consciousness that's what I do on a daily basis.
Yes.
But this is probably the gap that says, well, before you do all that, you really want a gap analysis, don't you?
Well, if you want to, use that terminology, of course, yeah, definitely.
Sorry.
No, you are, yeah, exactly, yeah.
So this, I can see where this all fits in. I just wondered if anyone else have come across that sort of thing.
I don't do pie chart, but I do write it all out in columns.
Right.
Okay, and it will change as you go along. Okay, so it's worth reviewing and revisiting where you're up to periodically, every 3 months, every 6 months, every year. Maybe starting the new year and deciding exactly what you want to do. So the breakthrough, in the sense of working with someone, an individual or a group. Okay, we're able to isolate these areas. Okay, or maybe someone might come to you to work on one area only, and you use these principles, breakthrough principles, to achieve what they want in that area. Okay, so if someone comes along and wants to work with me on, say, a specific goal that ties in to this category, then I'll isolate that and work predominantly on that area. Okay, I will recommend that they also work on various other areas, but if they tell me they're happy and they are where they want to be in those areas, then it's none of my business. Quite frankly, I've got to deal with what they want as they see fit. But what I would say is the key is to be able to establish with your client or clients in various areas what exactly do they want, and be very specific about what they want in various areas. Okay, then on a scale of 1 to 10, because that's the only way we're going to quantify it, where are they now? Okay, and how will they get to that